Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, please subscribe. Have you ever studied English for years, but when you try to speak, something still feels off? You know the grammar, you understand most of the vocabulary, you can write well, but when it comes to speaking, you hesitate, you translate in your head, and your words don't come out as smoothly as you'd like. You might be thinking, why do I still sound like a learner when I've worked so hard? Or, why do native speakers sound so natural and fast, and I don't? Well, here's the truth. It's not your fault. Most English learners are taught formal grammar, textbook vocabulary, and unnatural sentence structures. But native speakers use connected speech, phrasal verbs, idioms, reductions, rhythm, and tone. The real-life stuff that nobody tells you in school. And that's why this video is going to change the game for you. Hi, I'm your name, and in this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to sound like a native English speaker. We're going to focus on the real tools that natives use daily, and you'll learn how to copy those tools to level up your spoken English fast. This is not about fake accents. This is not about pretending to be someone else. This is about unlocking the natural rhythm, flow, and confidence that fluent English speakers use, so that people understand you more easily and you feel more connected in conversation. Whether you're preparing for a job interview, traveling, studying abroad, or just want to speak English fluently with confidence, this video is for you. Here's what we'll cover: the real pronunciation tricks that make native speakers sound smooth, the intonation and melody of English that most learners miss, how to use idioms, slang, and everyday expressions like a native, how to think in English so you stop translating in your head, and much more with real examples and practical steps. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's begin your transformation. We'll start with one of the biggest reasons learners don't sound fluent: pronunciation. Not the kind you learn in textbooks, but real-life native pronunciation patterns. Let's jump in. Pronunciation patterns. Let's begin your transformation into native-level fluency with something that surprises many learners: pronunciation. But I don't mean just saying words correctly. I'm talking about how native speakers really speak in everyday life. Fast, fluid, and sometimes, let's be honest, a little bit messy, but beautiful, effortless, and understandable. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard native English speakers talk and thought to yourself, wait, what did they just say? It's not because they're using difficult words, it's because they're using connected speech, and you're listening with a learner's ear instead of a native one. So let's fix that. 1. Linking sounds in fluent English. We don't pronounce words separately like robots. We connect words together, just like a train connects its cars. Here's an example. Go on. When said slowly, it sounds like go on. But naturally, it becomes go on. You barely hear the space. Another example. Turn it off. A learner might say turn, it, office. But a native speaker, they'd say turn it off. The linking happens because our mouth and tongue want to move smoothly. So we blend the end of one word with the beginning of the next. Let's try a few together. Put it on, putatun. What is it? What is it? Tell him about it. Tell him about it. Practice. Tip. Say each sentence slowly. Then speed up. Focus on how the words flow together. You can even record yourself and compare it to a native speaker. It works wonders. 2. Reductions. Now, this part is huge. Native speakers love to shorten common phrases. It saves time and sounds more natural. You might learn, I am going to go. But what do you really hear? I'm gonna go. That's a reduction. Let me give you a few super common ones. Formal native speech going to, gonna want to, wanna have to, got to, gotta let me give me. Gimme, let's try some real examples. I'm gonna call you later. Do you wanna hang out? I gotta finish my homework. Let me check my schedule. Practice. Tip. You can write your own examples using these reduced forms and practice them out loud. Try making one sentence for each. Do it now. 3. Flap T, the American T sound. Now here's something special about American English. Sometimes the T doesn't sound like a T at all. It sounds like a soft D. This is called the flap T, and it's one of the most native sounding features you can learn. Let's try some examples. Water sounds like waiter better, sounds like better. Later sounds like later. City sounds like city. Try this sentence. I'll get a bottle of water later. A native might say, I'll get a bottle of water later. Sounds crazy? No, it's just native. Practice tip. Watch American movies or shows and write down how they actually say words. Then try mimicking them. 4. Sentence. Stress and rhythm. English is a stress-timed language. This means that not every word gets the same emphasis. Some words are stressed and others are reduced. Let me show you with a sentence. I'm going to the store. The words that carry meaning are going and store. The rest, I'm, to, the, are reduced and said quickly. So the rhythm sounds like, I'm going to the store. Try this one. She wants to go to the party. A native would say, she wanna go to the party. Practice tip. Read English texts out loud, but exaggerate the stressed words. You'll start to feel the rhythm. 5. Practice. Imitate real speech. Now let's try a full sentence together. Say it slowly first, then say it like a native speaker. Sentence. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Step 1. Slow learner version. I am going to get a cup of coffee. Step 2. Native version. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. Repeat it a few times with me. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. Sounding more native already, right? Closing line for part 1. Learning to speak like a native isn't about talking fast. It's about understanding how the sounds connect, reduce, and flow. When you master these pronunciation patterns, you'll start to feel English, not just speak it. In the next section, we're going even deeper into something that many learners completely ignore, but native speakers use constantly: intonation and rhythm. This is the melody of English, and it makes your speech not just correct, but alive. Let's go. Welcome to part 2, intonation and rhythm. This is where your English really begins to sound native. You might be wondering, what is intonation exactly? Well, it's not just what you say, it's how you say it. And that how, the tone, the rise and fall of your voice, is what creates the music of English. Let me explain. 1. What is intonation? Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice when you speak. It helps you express emotion, attitude, and meaning, even without changing the words. Let's take this very simple sentence. You're going. Now say it like this. Rising, you're going, a question falling. You're going, a statement, mixed. You're going, surprise or disbelief. Same words, completely different meaning. Native speakers rely on intonation to understand what you really mean, much more than in many other languages. Your goal is not just to say the right words, but to say them with the right emotion and melody. 2. Statement versus question. Intonation. Let's do a quick exercise. Say this sentence with a falling tone. I'm going to school. It sounds like a normal, calm statement. Now say it with a rising tone. I'm going to school. Now it sounds like a question or uncertainty. Maybe you didn't expect it. Try these two. She's your sister. Falling, confident. She's your sister? Rising, surprised. This rise and fall makes your speech sound alive. Without it, your English may sound robotic or flat, even if it's correct. Practice tip. Watch movie scenes or real conversations. Pause after each sentence and mimic the tone, not just the words. 3. Emphasis changes. Meaning English is stress-based, which means we put more emphasis on certain words. And guess what? Changing the stress can change the meaning completely. Let's take the sentence. I didn't say he stole the money. Now let's stress a different word each time. I didn't say he stole the money. Someone else did. I didn't say he stole the money. I never said that. I didn't say he stole the money. Maybe I implied it, but didn't say it. I didn't say he stole the money. Someone else might have. I didn't say he stole the money. Maybe he borrowed it. I didn't say he stole the money. He stole something else. Same sentence. Different stress. Totally different meaning. Practice tip. Pick one sentence a day and try stressing different words. Record yourself and feel the difference. 4. Common intonation patterns in native speech. There are 4 very common intonation patterns that native speakers use all the time. A. Falling intonation used for statements, commands, and WH questions. I live in New York. Turn off the light. What are you doing? Voice goes down at the end. It sounds confident, complete. B. Rising intonation used for yes-no questions, surprise, or checking information. Are you ready? Did she call you? Really? Voice goes up at the end. It sounds like you're expecting an answer. C. Rise-fall intonation used for emotions, choices, and expressive reactions. I love it. That's amazing. This or that. Do you want coffee or tea? Our voice rises and then falls. It makes you sound expressive and natural. D. Flat intonation used when you're bored, tired, or not interested. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe. Flat tone equals flat feeling, and sometimes that's exactly what you want to show. 5. Rhythm. The beat of English. Think of English like a song with a beat. Some words are stressed, others are unstressed. That's how English flows. Let's try this sentence. I want to go to the store. Which words are stressed? Want and store. The words with the most meaning. It sounds like da, 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 da. It's like music. And once you learn to feel the rhythm, you'll sound much more natural. Try these too. I need to tell you something. We have to get it done. Do you know what I mean? Practice tip. Clap your hands on the stressed words. It'll train your ears to hear the beats. Closing line for part 2. Remember this. Speaking English isn't just about speaking correctly. It's about speaking musically. Intonation gives your words life. Rhythm makes your message clear. And when you combine both, you begin to sound like someone who didn't just learn English. You live it. Coming up next, part 3. We're diving into the secret sauce of native speech, everyday expressions, phrasal verbs, and slang. This is how natives really talk, in cafes, online, at work, or just with friends. Let's go deeper. Speaking English like a native has nothing to do with having a perfect accent. It's about understanding how English is actually used. The flow, the rhythm, the tone, the music of real conversation. You've learned how to connect your words like a native. Use natural reductions like gonna and wanna. Master the music of intonation and rhythm. And in the next parts, you'll explore expressions, idioms, body language, and more. But here's something I want you to remember. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be understood and sound confident doing it. Every time you practice, you get one step closer to fluency. Every time you listen like a native, your brain learns the patterns. And every time you speak with courage, you break the fear. Fluency is not a gift. It's a skill, and you're building it right now. So keep practicing, keep listening, keep feeling English, not just studying it. And if you want to keep improving, don't forget to like this video if it helped you, subscribe so you don't miss the next parts. Comment below with your favorite phrase or sentence you learned today. And remember, learn English like a native, listen like a native, speak like a native, and live the language like it's already yours. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.